This video is about what could have happened if only our Winnebago Ekko had not chosen to once again change our plans due to technical issues.
Well, good morning. Hi, I'm Owen from Van Trekking Lifestyle, and today, well, it's a day that we don't do very often. It's a repositioning day, meaning that we have about 6, maybe with traffic, 7 hours of driving today. And sadly, it means we're leaving the Florida Keys. The weather has been short sleeves, shorts, get out on the water kind of weather. But everything that's fun like this has to come to an end eventually. And if we're going to make it home anytime, we need to head further north. So here we go. Crank it up and head on a trip up north on the west coast of Florida. Our destination today, Mayaca River. An hour into the trip, and we're now 4.5 hours away from Mayaca River, just past John Penny Camp. So we were both just saying that that's a place that we both love as well. All these parks down here, aren't they? Yeah. And we're really sad. It's like you're driving away from paradise, you know. And we hardly ever go on a vacation anymore. We just travel like this, and so I don't know. Down there feels the closest to being on vacation as you can possibly feel when you travel as much as we do.
And we've met so many nice people, and it's just added to the trip too. And it seems like there's a community down there of people that actually go there every single year, and they know each other and they've become friends. Right. So it's.
Speaking of which,
who is it?
Yay!
Who is it?
That is Gary Matthews. He's the guy that invited us to go to the Bahamas with him on his boat.
Really?
He's like we always tell you guys, change of plans.
Change of plans.
So, change of plans.
I think so.
We meet the nicest people, and it's such, I don't know, it's so humbling, and so many people. I guess we're on their TV so much that we feel like they know us. We don't know you, and that's the problem. But Gary and his wife have invited us to go out on their catamaran and to go to the Bahamas. And then now that didn't work out for them, but they just passed us on the way, and they are on their way to go on an airboat ride. They invited us to go.
It's hard to pass up, isn't it?
So we're going to go on an airboat ride today.
We've been on one, so hey.
I do have an uncle that used to do that for a living after he retired as a chaplain in the Navy, but that's another story.
Yeah.
But I'll call Gary back and we'll tell him we're going, and we'll show you what happens. It should be fun.
Your destination is on the right.
Pretty cool.
Back in.
Okay, we're here, and they're running a little bit behind because just like with RVs, boats may be even worse because of the water. Some things don't always work, and I think he said they had trouble with their muffler. So we're hoping they get that repaired and they make it here in time for us to still be able to do it. And hopefully that works out. But wow, a lot of boats here, a lot of really cool places. What, Maggie, you ready to get out? Think we'll get out? It's like a beautiful place. Looks like a cool thing to do. But let me get inside and I'll explain to you why I'm not going to be able to do it this time. So sounded like a really fun thing to do, and we really wish we could have done it.
He's such a nice guy to even offer.
Man alive, it's just been, we hated to do this, but we didn't want to take Maggie because it's really, really loud. There's a lot of wildlife. We're going to leave her here. We felt okay with that. This looks like a pretty public place.
We could run the generator.
Run the generator or the inverter. But one of the things you need when it's 80 degrees outside with Florida sun is the air conditioner. And all of a sudden we get to here and the air conditioner is not working on either the generator or the inverter. And so it tries to come on and it just bumps and stops and bumps and stops, and then 5 minutes later it'll try to do the same thing. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it has, we had thought this was going to be the very first trip in our Ekko ever that we've made that it hasn't made us make a drastic change to our trip. But we just had to say no to something that we really wanted to do, and we had to change our plans. So right now what we're going to do is go plug into electricity and see if that works, and if that'll make the whatever's wrong reset. I'm doubting that it does. I'm thinking we won't have AC until we take it into the shop, and if that is the case, then I think we'll just unplug and start driving home, and that'll be not only the missing this part of it, but it'll be ending the trip. And,
yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it'll be. It'll all work out.
You've got such a great attitude about things.
I don't know about that, but
yeah, it's just disappointing, isn't it?
It is. It really is. It's just like you get your mindset that, hey, we're going to get to go on an airboat ride. It's going to be so cool, and then
they look so neat leaving here. It's so fun, and I don't know. It's very, very disappointing for something that you spend this much money for to continually change everything you plan with it.
I think that's just, I think that's just not just this particular,
Worst
vehicle.
one we've had.
It is the worst one we've had, and it is sad that we can't depend on it, but I do think other ones have issues too, so I'm trying to be positive.
You are. I'm positive. I'm pissed. That's what I'm positive. We're going to head to Miyaka River just like we'd planned, and we'll see if the trip's over or if the trip's just starting out again. If it's a hiccup or if it's a major issue. Crap. Took that turn too sharp. Refrigerator door came open. I don't guess it's closed really good.
Yeah, but I got us some chicken.
Oh, I'm gonna turn sharp again. See, she's giving me some grapes while we're rolling down here. Now we're gonna have chicken. She knows how to get me back in a good mood. Yep.
That's a big piece.
Outside of it, I don't need a napkin. Look at that piece of grape.
Public chicken.
I'm a Publix. Makes me feel like this.
Turn left onto the I-75 North ramp.
This is fun. We stopped to get gas at Love's because crap, you get 10 cents off a gallon here. So if you join their little club on there, so it's free and you get 10 cents off per gallon. So we always try to find it while it's pumping. I thought I'd come in and see if maybe anything had changed. It had set for long enough. Whatever needed to happen would happen. Sure enough, we've got it set to 60. We have air conditioning. Trip is salvaged. So other than that little hiccup, caused us to not go do something we really wanted to do. So at least we feel like now we can continue on down the road and continue with our trip and not have to lose a bunch of money from canceling things. Yeah, let's get on over there. Should be finished pumping by now.
Arrived.
it ended up being about 6.5 hours to drive across there. We had about an hour delay because of trying to go out on the airboats. I'm tired. I'm going to walk slowly because I know that as soon as I get to a campsite after I check in here, Maggie is going to want to, well, go for a walk. That's about all the walking I want to do right this very minute, but pretty cool. We're glad to be here. Okay, we're all checked in. Go to our site, sit up and relax. Okay, we're looking for 65.
Right across from 67, if you see it. I bet it's right here.
Is it a pull through?
64. I don't think so, but it doesn't.
There it is.
It is a pull through?
I think it is. Well, that makes it easy.
Yeah.
Full hookup pull through. All right, dear. Make sure we're level. Feels pretty level.
Gary and Donna were so gracious with their invitation, and we hated it didn't work out this time. They shared some clips of what we missed, and we'll share that with you now. And as we do, I'd like to share some thoughts with you. As Lynn and I rewatch this and prepare to release it, we've been really tempted to just throw this day of footage away. We don't want to come across as always negative or always down and complaining about our Ekko, even though at times we've complained quite a bit. But looking back, those times that we did was always in the moment, while something was going wrong, while something didn't work out. But I think there's something we can all learn from this, and that is, if you travel in an RV for any length of time, you quickly learn not every day or every plan goes as planned. Sometimes it's the weather that gets in the way. Sometimes it's health issues that get in the way. Sometimes it's just the timing. And sometimes, well, it's your van or your RV. We'd love for our Winnebago Ekko to never let us down like this, and maybe one day it will get there, but as we've said many, many times, she has a lot of warts, but we still love her because of the places that she takes us. We still don't know what caused the AC not to work for those 3 hours, and we probably will never know. That problem with the van costs us the opportunity to do something that might be a once-in-a-lifetime thing, but we've accepted that if you want to enjoy the best parts of traveling, you have to be willing to put up with the issues that pop up sometimes. And maybe those days when things don't go quite as planned, well, maybe they help us appreciate the days and the legs of a journey that do. Gary and Donna, thank you so much for the awesome invitation. We truly wish it had worked out. But there's always next time, and maybe that's what RV travel is all about. Leave a little out there to see in the future, and don't dwell on the days when you and the RV don't get along. We hope you'll come back next week. We didn't give up on this trip and head home, and we promise we have some epic times to show you, and we can't wait to share them with you. Until then, happy trails.